Ladies and gentlemen, this is Napoleon Hill back again with some Shogun 2 Fall of the Samurai Scrim. No. I keep messing up this time, so yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm not gonna mess up any time after all. I promise. Hopefully I promise. We have to slow motion. We are playing Avatar multiplayer battle, and it's a 3v3 as you can tell by now. It's a 3v3. It's a massive battle, and this one came down to the bitter end. I'm just gonna give that as a spoiler. Pause because this is gonna be really quick. Actually, no, I can afford to slow motion. My army is made up of, well, actually no. My army is made up of guard Jaegers, some Jaegers, some regular Jaegers or Tosa riflemen, some guard Jaegers, elite Tosa riflemen, some more Jaegers, Tosa riflemen. I have French Foreign Legion, so I'm deploying that. The French Infanterie de Marine. Behind, right next to them, I have the Grenadiers of the Line, Imperial Infantry. So yes, I'm deploying them too. In the front lines, I have my general who has 155 range, so he's rushing up. I have my Imperial Guard Cavalry, Carabiniers, moving up. These are basically gun cavalry and another gun cavalry. Okay, yeah, we have to pause. The army right next to me is Mondro. He's bringing a lot of katana cavalry. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Yoritomo Yamabushi cavalry. Okay. Bow cavalry. Some more bow cavalry. The general bodyguard, which by the way, it looks very neat. This is actually the general. Wait. No, this is the general. Yeah, this general looks pretty dang neat. Better looking than my own general. Yeah, some more bow cavalry, and that's it for his army. Now you might be wondering, well, why is his army so small? Because the rest of his army is hiding in this tree line. He literally has Kisho Ninja, Hanzo Shadows, which are pretty dang scary. He has some Wako Raiders, and this entire army is basically hiding in this tree line. That is why I'm actually sending up cavalry to support him. On our far right, yes, we have Romeo, who we'll see a lot in the following replays. We have for Romeo, the Tosa riflemen, in the front lines, Black Bear Infantry, U.S. Army, 2nd U.S. Rangers, basically more Black Bear Infantry. I literally thought they were United States Marines. Imperial Guard Infantry. Behind them we have some Black Bear Infantry, more Black Bears, and the General, which is... Where is the General? This is the General. Yep. Nice looking dude. Once again, better than my General. He does have this pair of guns, which are not bad. And, oh, wow. This guy, okay, yeah, Mordro still has some katana heroes, and don't know how you really say this, but this unit is absolutely terrifying looking. Literally with these massive bats, I guess that's what you call them. Yeah. Let's move on to our enemies, which obviously this is not their entire. Oh, actually no, I think it is their entire army. We have some Tosa riflemen for hi, I'm Raze. Okay, it's the red and black faction. Hi, I'm Raze. Yorikachi for Raze. Spetsnaz, general bodyguard, and his general is right here. This dude, very similar to Romeo's general. In terms of styles, not colors, of course. We have some United States Marines, some Yorikachi, some Black Bear Infantry, some White Bear Infantry, some Tosa Riflemen, Yorikachi, White Bear Infantry, some Infanterie de Marine, more Yorikachi, United States. Yeah, we already said that. And yeah, White Bear Infantry. Right next to them we have Santillion, who is bringing Katana Cavalry. Yuri Cavalry. I think he's bringing more than just those cavalry. What unit is this? No, that unit is pretty much Yuri Cavalry. That's Katana Cavalry. He has some Bow Ashigaru in the front lines facing Mordor. We have some Yuri Ashigaru, some Nodachi Samurai, which are terrifying, especially with their Banzai ability. Naginata Warrior Monks, which looks absolutely cool in this forest line. More Naginata Warrior Monks, Naginata Warrior Monks, some more Yuri Ashigaru, and the general right here looking very cool in his purple and white. I hope that's purple. I am colorblind, guys. And he has some more Katana Cavalry and Yari Cavalry. So, yes. And more Yari Ashigaru Nadashi, yeah. The final player is gonna be Terminator, not a, once again, a very terrifying army. Where is the general? Okay, here is his general's bodyguard. His general, I think, is gonna be... I actually can't find the general. Yeah, no, this is the general. And once again, very similar looking uniform to Romeo's and Ray's general. We do have some in the back lines, in the front lines, as a matter of fact. Infanterie de Marine, Black Bear Infantry, the rest of his general, which is right here. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, some more Black Bear Infantry, White Tiger Force, so terrible units. Red Bear Infantry, some better quality. Red Bear Infantry, Black Bear Infantry, and back lines we have some Spear Levy, not a bad choice actually. Yariki, and some Dragoons, Carbine Cavalry, and yes, that's it. So we're gonna go back to my side because my side is gonna be heating up quite quickly, and we're gonna go. We do have this massive flank in the center, and they don't realize it right now, but we're charging straight at them, and they're gonna just charge straight in. They finally do realize, but that is a little bit too late. Just saying. Oof. That is a lot of shaking. It's a lot of shaking because I think they threw... Oh yeah, they're throwing blinding grenades. I'm sending in my cavalry to help whatever I can. We are getting a little too close. That is why he is gonna get... No, he's not gonna get any. Wait, yeah, he is gonna get some shots off. I'm gonna retreat my units, and I'm trying desperately to get my troops across the river, although at this point you don't see me a lot of troops. The problem is because most of my guys are Toaster Riflemen. They do have a lot of range, but that doesn't mean it's going to help in this situation, because all the enemy has to do, slow motion, all the enemy has to do is literally, because we don't have really good terrain, that does mean that the enemy is just literally going to, if these guys do fall, they're just going to charge straight at my guys, and my guys will definitely be caught in melee, so that's going to be a problem. However, on this side, we are trying to move up as fast as we physically can, because this terrain is way better, so that is what I'm going to be doing. On the other side, most of Mordor's army, yeah, this is kind of confusing. Mordor's army is getting hammered and anviled by Yari Cavalry. I can't really do anything about that because of the terrain. He is getting a lot of friendly fire, but I guess it's kind of worth it because these Hanzo Shadows are doing a lot of damage. No joke right here. And I'm also deploying my general to open fire on this on his cavalry, so that is going to be helpful. My guys are decimating the dude's cavalry, and to make it even worse for me, my Toaster Riflemen who have been crossing the river decides to essentially annihilate these guys. These guys do get a charge in, but at what cost? And the cost is basically my guys are just preparing to open fire. On this other side, Mordor's Kisho ninjas, some of them who have routed earlier, are returning, so that's a good sign. On the other side, my guys are just annihilating his Infanterie de Marine, killing more than, almost half of them. And the enemy general is routing. Well, actually, the enemy general Salion's army is retreating. On the other side, I'm still pretty surprised that the Satori Hanzo Shadows are still in the fight. Like, these guys have a lot of morale. 40 morale. Okay, yeah, that's why. The enemy decides to straight outright YOLO charge off from this tree line, which is not a bad idea. My guys are trying their best to open fire, and yeah, hopefully, yeah, these guys do not hold for long. But with the support of some white bears, this flank is actually getting somewhat problematic. Okay, let me slow this down. On the other side, I do have this French Foreign Legion opening fire on whatever I can. This side, we're definitely winning. And okay, on the other sides, this unit is getting swarmed by literally this dude's Mordor's, well, actually no, Mordor's cavalry is helping me in this case, but it's eventually gonna get swarmed by Nodaichi Samurai, and some White Bear infantry. On the other side, well, it is also starting to get flanked by Terminator's Black Bear infantry. On the other side, our guys are also trying to take this farmhouse, which is not a bad idea. Is this on pause? Yes. Move this on slow motion. Black Bear infantry moving here. This side has been pretty quiet, which is a good and bad thing. The bad thing is that now Terminator is starting to move some units here. And the good thing is that, well, that side is mostly rested. back here are my guys who have been literally doing this, are now just opening fire into the flanks of this Yashigaru. Some of my men on this side are literally routing because literally there is a massive swarm of Naginata warrior monks charging straight at me. So that is a pretty scary sight. Not to mention that the guns are also not in my favor. I do have some units here and there that are trying to form up, but most of my army has just, in the center, has just broken. Some of them will be returning, and to make it even somewhat worse for me, this flank is getting carried away. On the other side, we actually are starting to attack Terminator, and Romeo is doing a good job, but because this is the reason why I don't attack him like tree line, because you don't really know how many troops you're going up against, and you're crossing a river, so this guy's gonna have a very hard job. Romeo is. My guys are also on the other side, trying to hold off this Naginata warrior monks. We have an easier time in this situation because literally all our guns are bearing down on this poor Naginata warrior monks, which is not even full strength. To make it somewhat better for my allies, I decided to charge in my cavalry against this white bear infantry, and we're slaughtering them. However, that is going to take down some of my Imperial Guard carabiners. With this entire flank sealed, I'm just going to eventually push up. However, I do need to get my men some rest. Mordor is doing a lot of damage. During this entire battle, most of my guys are doing this tactic called literally fire and then retreat. This entire this circumstance is gonna occur a lot of times, so we're just gonna fire and then literally retreat the heck out of there. In the back lines, you see my my cavalry just running around, trying to get what enemy units they can. But I realize eventually some of these units are turning this way, so that's gonna be a problem. Let me slow motion this. On the other side, oh my god, this is going too quick. Romeo's guys are just literally going on a flank, which is not a bad idea. Romeo is a very good player, and yeah, he's essentially slaughtering the spear levy, which is no surprise. Spear levy have terrible ammunition, but on the other side, the Terminator is kind of flanking with his White Tiger force, which is very expendable. On the other side, I am trying to do something. I'm just trying to harass the enemy. However, you can see some enemy units are turning my way. I'm also trying to get my units into formation to open fire on this United States Marines. On the other side, holy god, my units are running away. Grenadiers of the line just running away, or Imperial infantry are running away. Some units eventually will return to the battle, like this unit, which is the Jaegers. There's the riflemen are returning. Which I haven't realized by now, but yeah. Yeah. For some reason, the enemy decides, you know what, now it's a good time to corner Romeo, which is not a bad idea on my enemy's part. At this point, I was literally trying to do my best to support my Romeo right here, but for some reason, well, actually no, not for some reason. The enemy really knows what they're doing, and they're trying to stop my men at all costs, which is not a bad idea. However, Romeo is now in the tree line, which is not a bad situation. There's a river, a tree line, and that's it. So yeah, technically, in terms of everything, he is gonna hold, but not for long, is what I'm trying to say. His paraguns are out of ammunition, so that's why he's running them forwards. My guys are also in the forest, we're just playing hide and seek, and we're trying to delay as many troops as physically possible. On here, there's some Naginata warrior monks that decided to YOLO charge me, which is not a bad idea because he is trying to buy some time for the main event, which is cornering Romeo, which is a bad thing. My guys are this unit is desperately trying to run while this unit open fires. Not a bad idea. This unit of White Bear infantry comes back. Now all I have to do is shoot them, and they're like, nope, let's get the heck out of there. On this other side, Romeo is doing a very good job. Literally, this guy is doing a pretty good job. I can safely say if Romeo didn't hold this entire sector for however long he did, we could have been destroyed. We could have lost the battle. On the other side, Mordor's Mondor's you sure? Yeah. Well, this Mondor's Katana Samurai are getting routed. Katana Heroes, I think. Wait, what are those? Yeah, Katana Heroes are getting routed. But Yes, now Romeo is surely going to get swarmed. The only good thing that I see out of this is that he's trying to take as many guys that he's going on. And the somewhat better move is that the fact that he's also having this tree line, which is not a bad place to fight. Also, the enemy generals are way too close to the front line, which is good for us, not for them. Mondor's cavalry is still here, which is good because most of his cavalry is Yamabushi cavalry. We are trying to win in whatever places we can. For example, this Yarikachi. This Yarikachi is gonna get flanked. We are trying our best. My guys are literally deciding whether we should go and attack this Toaster Rifleman, which we eventually do. This unit of Hanzo's Shadows, which from Mondor has returned, so we're gonna be using that. I'm trying to at this point coordinate my troop attacks, which is not a bad idea. These guys are gonna go after the cavalry now, which is not a bad idea. And the second they do that, I'm just gonna turn around and start firing at these guys' backs. Reyes realizes that, so he's gonna straight outright decide to charge my guys, and that's just gonna prompt Mondor to literally attack on the flank, which is not a bad idea. So this unit is pretty much just annihilated. As to make it even worse, my cavalry is supporting them, and once again, the main attraction is on this flank, which literally Reyes is doing a very Romeo is doing a very good job. He's holding his best out here, which is admirable. The enemy is also doing a good job in setting up their weaker units up first. But yes, the only problem I see with this is, well, actually he does a lot of kills. But the problem is, well, especially a good trade-off for these Black Bears and not so much on these Black Bears infantry. We do have some cavalry. Actually, no, we don't. Reyes is doing a good job of saving most of his elite units, which include most of this stuff right there. Terminator and Salon have a lot of these Bo Ashigaru, which have a lot of range, and Black Bear infantry, which are doing a good job of destroying Reyes' army. Reyes' army has been fighting for a long time, and now they're deciding, yeah, we're routing. However, his general is still alive, and I'm trying desperately to have Romeo get his general out of there because every man counts. And this battle has just gone from, okay, we can push the center now to like, oh, this is the entire center. This is the center now. My guys are fighting in the woods because literally I decided to attack, and almost instantly we rout this Toaster Rifleman. After that, I'm trying to get the United States Marines off the field. I realized that this United States Marines is 125 range, and my guys are 150. I do not. Hanzo's Shadows are just going to be acting as meat shields, but this guy totally ignores them, and he's going after my Toaster Rifleman, which is not a bad idea. I'm starting to realize that. Did he just throw? Okay. All players in this battle are not stupid, so they know what they're doing. My guys are fresh and steady, but we're being attacked by this pure White Bear infantry, which has more men. And the rest of our cavalry is mostly right here. Mondor's cavalry, or what's left of it, is right here. His Hanzo's Shadows, which are pretty dang useful during this entire battle. Getting 262 kills for a unit of 40 is pretty impressive. I'm gonna be deploying my cavalry to slow these guys down because now at this point, most of the enemy's army is straight out right here. Romeo's general is trying to get back. However, he is being chased by another general's bodyguard of Terminator, and he is getting shot, so that's a problem. My guys are trying to open fire on these Bo Ashigaru. I'm starting to realize some of them are out of ammunition. Not all of them though. But however, any kill is a kill, so I'm just gonna take that. Hanzo's Shadows are doing very well, just once again soaking up damage for my guns. And to make it even worse, my guys, Mondor decides to charge into Reyes, which is not a bad idea. We are trying to pin them down, trying to destroy this force as soon as possible before this force comes in. And these guys are very fast. Yes. Back to the main attraction, which is now my flank. I'm deciding to send in my carbine Imperial Carabiners to harass these guys, but I decided, yeah, you know what, that's not going to go too well for my guys. And boom, comes out Terminator's Dragoons, hitting most of my Guard Jaegers, and to make it worse, he has his general, which is 155 range, so that's going to be even more of a problem. I am trying to get these Bo Ashigaru who have ammo, followed by these Bo Samurai who also have ammo. behind him are some Black Bear infantry, and I'm trying to desperately avoid. I'm trying to get to a position where I cannot be flanked, which is here, as you can see. And I'm just gonna hope for the best. We are opening fire on the bow samurai with my Jaegers, my Tosa riflemen. The enemy is not gonna. Yeah, my enemy is realizing the trouble that he's in, and he decided, nope, we're getting the heck out of there. Not before I get some wonderful kills. I'm gonna decide that, you know, screw this. I'm just gonna push back into this tree line. I'm gonna wait for the enemy to come to me, and the reason is simple. The enemy, if he comes in this tree line, my guys are hidden, and that also means that my guys will be fresh, and they're gonna be literally attacking at me. This line of sight is blocked, but my guys are also not hidden, so I'm trying to move them back as soon as possible. To make it somewhat better for me is that my cavalry, which is still mostly intact, although it is tired, is starting to get back. I put this unit, which is terribly low on men, in loose formation, and that they're gonna just rout some bow samurai. But the main attraction is this cavalry. If I can win the cavalry fight, I can definitely win the land battle. And now we are firing at will in this tree line. Most of them are hidden. Well, some of them are hidden. And yes, now they're all hidden. And the enemy is realizing, yeah, this unit routes, so that's sad. Yes, the enemy is not going to attack here, which is a smart decision because there is this ridge, and the second they appear through this ridge, it's my ground. So they're not going to be. They're gonna do that. My Imperial Guard cavalry routes this carbine cavalry, which is a good thing. Now I'm trying to get this dude's general off the field. We kill. It was 31, now it's 36, so that's five dudes dead. So yes, I do get a little bit cocky, and I literally chased the general too far, not realizing this is a Black Bear infantry, and decided, nope, I'm just gonna get back. He has more troops in the back line, some Black Bear infantry, but they are depleted after fighting Romeo's army, which, once again, he has done. Romeo did a very good job in terms of destroying the enemy's army. I'm gonna fall back, or I'm gonna pretend to fall back, but I really want to kill this dude's general. And this dude's general is getting cocky in the sense that he's deciding, you know what, maybe we should, he's trying to take out my general, and I'm trying to take out his general. So both sides are playing the game of who can take out whose general. That's funny. On the other side, raises whatever Yarikachi and Yarikachi are gonna be flanking around, which is not a bad idea for Raise. But however, the real infantry that my enemy has is Terminator, 2 Black Bear infantry, 1 Bow Ashigaru, and 1 general bodyguard with some 2 Yarikachi. But yes, that's it. Which, although it looks like a lot, it isn't. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna win this battle at this point. I had a real fear that at this point, back when they were cornering Raise, that they're gonna destroy Romeo, and then after they destroy Romeo on this essentially island right here, they're just gonna come back and annihilate me. But once again, Romeo did a very good job at holding off the enemy and killing as many of them as physically possible, which is thankful, very good in my situation. And yes, again, we see the general bodyguard for Terminator right here, and my guys are at this point withdrawing. To make this situation somewhat better for the enemy, they decide to go on this side of the river. I'm gonna fast forward at this point because this battle is pretty much going to a lost situation. This enemy Yarikachi is moving. It is extremely tired, as you can see with the red foot. And to make it matters worse, I'm just gonna send my cavalry to do a job called make these guys rout. And I'm pretty sure during this entire battle, at this point of the battle, the enemy generals are not going to be cocky enough to try to attack my Tosa riflemen. But anyway, on this side, we are starting to open fire. And yes, this Imperial Guard infantry has gotten 261 kills, which is not bad. Not bad at all. And yes, we are just getting kills. And to make it somewhat well, to make it a problem for me, to make a problem for the enemy. My bad. This Tosa rifleman is going across this river. However, the enemy general is trying to come across this place, which is not a bad idea. For him, but however, he really doesn't understand the fact that I literally have 3 cavalry units that can open fire. And even if, well, actually no, my general is pretty important at this point, so I can't lose my general at all costs. My general is right here, and yes. I'm gonna send in my carbine cavalry first. 23 guys against 18, so yeah, we're gonna do pretty well. And the enemy general can't hide it because he's a general, so that's gonna be a problem for him. At this point, the Raises general decides, you know what? I'm just gonna try to kite my Jaegers, and you can already see why this is such a bad idea. He's well within range of my guys, and we're gonna execute him, literally. Not a single man is alive. And to make it better, on this side, because I have so much cavalry, I am gonna be, well, not yet. I'm gonna be decimating the Terminator's general's bodyguard. I haven't decided to push because I seriously do not know what he has in this tree line. I know he has Black Bear infantry. That could mean that his Black Bear infantry is here or here, but I'm not gonna take the risk. However, Terminator's general's bodyguard decided, you know what, we're gonna come back and do some, literally some attacks. I'm a little bit impatient at this point because I know the only 2 units he has left are Black Bear infantry, 2 units of Black Bear infantry, and 1 Boashigaru. My men are spread thin too, so it's not going to be helpful for me in this situation. Therefore, I decided to use loose formation. Loose formation is good because that entire volley only killed 1 dude. But however, some of my troops are routing, so it's looking very somewhat bad for me. However, this dude literally decides to, oh my god, this dude literally decides to skirmish with my Tosa rifleman, and there he's gonna pay for it. And yeah, I don't know if I killed the general. No, I didn't kill the general. Yeah, this general is right here. That was a lot of screaming for a second. However, on the other side, I finally discovered his Black Bear infantry, and so which is here all the time. And I decided to pull back with my Tosa rifleman. I'm gonna use this somewhat river crossing as to my advantage. As you can already see, the amount of dead in this one place is pretty insane. I'm just gonna take a screenshot right here. Yes. And needless to say, we essentially rout this Black Bear infantry, and now to make it worse, he decides to, you know what, send his Boashigaru, and I'm just gonna destroy that, rout that, and after that, it's his Black Bear infantry, which is under 2 men. Yeah. Even with both of my Tosa Jaegers added up, it's gonna... Tosa Jaegers, jeez, I keep saying Tosa Jaegers. Even with my Tosa riflemen added up, they're not gonna stand a chance. And to make it worse, my cavalry's just gonna charge in. Do as much damage as possible. However, yeah, that is the end of this battle. So yes, it was pretty close in terms of tactics, but at the end it came pretty far. So yes, we're gonna see the death count. Once again, I have to be very thankful for Mondor and Romeo. We did a very good teamwork, especially me with Mondor, and Romeo did a very good job of tying down the enemy and killing as much as he possibly can. So yes, that's wonderful. Our enemies also did a pretty good job at delaying me, but yes, everyone did kind of well in terms of battlefield tactics in this game. So yes, that's that. Now, if this thing will load, I can show you the who got what kills, how many kills, the unit details, and hopefully this thing will load. But anyway, once again, all of these people are very good players, so yeah, pretty scary opponents. Romeo getting most of the kills, 957 killed after deploying 1900. Mondor deploying the least, but he had most of the vanguards, and he is getting almost a double in return. Most of these guys, my guys, get almost twice as many kills, so yes. Terminator by itself didn't do that well, but then you have to remember most of his army is kind of bad. Santillian's army did the worst out of all of us added up, and he and Reyes did kind of battle, which explained why they lost. Who killed what kills? Okay, my Jaeger's getting 498 kills. Tosa Rifleman 393. Well, yeah. Tosa Rifleman 498 kills, 393 kills for my Tosa Rifleman. Infanterie de Marine, French Foreign Legion, getting 324 kills, and after everything after that is just more kills. My least amount of kills is this Tosa Rifleman. Not really getting my worth out of it because this elite Tosa Rifleman, because it literally got charged in the face by Naginata warrior monks, so that was very terrifying. Terminator getting 307 kills for his Infanterie de Marine, and yes, Lillian getting a lot of kills for Nodachi Samurai, which is once again what I'm literally. Nodachi Samurai is kind of scary. Mondor gets a lot of kills on his Hanzo's Shadows, which was the blue unit, the blue ninja unit that you guys saw. No surprise right there. After that, he has his Yori Yamasame cavalry, along with his katana heroes, which I don't know if they were worth it, but they were pretty good, cool sight to see. The rest of his army did pretty well. He did have some Kisho ninja that didn't get a single kill, which is kind of a waste. Romeo did a lot of kills with his Tosa Rifleman, no surprise, and the rest of his army did pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, he really didn't get his worth off his Imperial Guard infantry, but what can we say? Reyes did kind of well with his Yorikachi in terms of just holding the line and stuff like that. But anyway, that was a pretty good battle, a pretty close one. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Now before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.